Hello everybody, this is Ray Martin. I just came back from my day. Had to get out the house. Excuse me. I guess I want to talk something that's kind of original with Two First Loneliness, and that is NPCs, Ordinary playing characters, I guess you could call that, Like, they look like people, they sound like people, but they don't feel and talk like people. It's like when you talk to especially where I'm from, like, it's not really relatable. Sorry, I left that car before, it's like, I just want to get out of my system and stuff, And that is literally, like, for example, I go to a coffee shop and all that, they have no kind of interest, and I don't do really too much of small talk myself, that literally bored me to no end. Actually kind of like drive me, like, make me mad also. It's like, you can't resonate with the people. And NPCs and social deserts, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know anybody, your quality of life goes down, Let's say, why don't you just go out and have some hobbies and all that? That costs money. Everything that I do costs money. If I want to record, costs money. Especially making content and promotions and stuff. Some on TikTok block my ability to promote, so I'm trying like Twitter and stuff, and you would try YouTube. I'm learning about YouTube promotion and all that, but somehow my AdSense got blocked too. It's like, so it's like, dang, I have a hard time even trying. I'm not cultivating intelligent, colorful, passionate, erratic kind of people, what I'm saying? My kind of people. And the problem with there's pretty much no social scene here where I'm at, what I'm saying? There's genuine no such thing as a social scene. Hold on, son. And most of the people just blatantly talk to us, so if you want to say at least, outside the ones I talk to that actually are recording artists or musicians and stuff, a lot of them don't have no ounce of talent, So that's not me trying to sound like a douchebag or anything, Or it looks like sound like I'm down considering or down talking to people. I say no, but I can't really relate to ordinary average people. Like, say for instance, I don't care about social, like, it's kind of fun. I kind of do now. Cause I have to kind of advance as an artist. As well as, being, a writer too, I love about modeling, acting, and recording music. You have to innovate, You have to be different. You have to stand outside the box and stuff. I can't talk that way to most people here, you know what I'm saying? If I can't talk about arts, crafts, cultures, I don't know, like Shakespeare, like, theater of the mind, you know what I'm saying? Fathom, dang, can't forget, my mind's all rushing right now. Fathom the opera, Fathom the opera. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, cartoons, anime, video games, and so forth, travels, food, and so forth. But, I can't really resonate with the people here because they literally have no personalities. And that's why I call them NPCs and stuff. It's like NPCs just bored the crap out of me with the small talk, ordinary conversations. It's like, then the problem here, it's a social desert unless you're forced to conform to, either social groups, religious matters, and, yeah. And how you supposed to socialize and network and make connections if you have nothing in common, So, in this True Force lonely episode of NPCs and social desert, and a lot of people can't relate to me, and I can't relate to the people. That kind of hurts me on a social level, because I know who I am on an individual level. That doesn't mean anything. I'm only just one person at the end of the day, and ever since the so-called weird pandemic and all this, I feel like, America is actually socially deteriorating, like, very, very bad. It's like, I was just talking to an elderly friend of mine, thankfully we've been friends and stuff for like almost 20 years, but the problem is he's like way, like my father's age or so. So it's kind of harder to have people, I don't have anybody that's really close to relatable my age bracket or anything, or a little older or a little younger, but the problem is either they're way too old or way too young, you know, and that could be a problem either or, you know, especially in psychology. American psychology is very toxic, you know. But we're glad that, you know, we both as artists, we love music, we love arts and craft. He actually was a swimmer for the custodians, swam in the ocean. You know, that's pretty cool. And share a story that he had a family member that passed away, so due to accidental drowning and all that. And I said, that's hell of a motivation. He has so many degrees and stuff. It's like, that's what kind of thing I like, you know, love our conversations, deep, insightful, like a deep connection. But, you know, you can't find that nowadays, you know what I'm saying? I can't do simple, trivial garbage, you know what I'm saying? And that's not me. I guess you said that's a negative pet peeve of mine. I don't like boring conversations, dry conversations. They ain't going nowhere, you know? And the problem with this is kind of like the opposite. Like, the ordinary, you know, average people, you know, that have no talent stick to me. But the people who actually have talent, abilities, capabilities, somehow, some way, either it's very fickle, very flaky, or just short-sighted, basically, or misguided, or misunderstood, and miscommunication and so forth, you know. I don't know. My bad, I'm gonna shut the video off. Let's see. That's the thing here, is like, I can't really relate to ordinary people here, you know, in America. You know, I don't care about politics or the economy, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever nonsense nowadays, but that's what it is around here. I'm not trying to sound like I'm being a douchebag or something, but that does not simulate my mind whatsoever when dealing with these conversations. I don't care about their economy, you know what I'm saying? Actually, I run an artist that I talked to for almost 20 years ago, so he an economist himself. So that's how I know about these things. That kind of conversation kind of bores me because it ain't simulating to me, you know? I don't care about charts and numbers. You know, I know how to, you know, do math a little bit. But it's like that stuff kind of bores me, you know? It ain't really all that intellectually simulating to me, you know? And I feel I'm starting to lose touch, trying to connect with people nowadays. And social media does not help that either. But that's like a gift and a curse kind of environment, you know? It's a gift that I'm able to do this on social media, but it's a curse because with the worry and social media parts, say like TikTok and so other things get banned, the art of communication is pretty much, you know, going down the dumps, you know? So how am I supposed to communicate if we ain't got nothing to relate to, you know? So, and other people, they're just not that socially engaging or interesting to be around either for me. So it's like a catch-22, you know? And you can tell my videos, you can tell even in my broadcast, I'm always out and about, you know? I just came back home. That's the only time I actually be home. It's either when I'm laying down or just, you know, shower, go to sleep, brush my teeth and so forth, you know? But, you know, and I did talk about social isolation collapses, so that's what ain't happening, you know what I'm saying? People don't, you know, can't relate to each other. You can't trust people here, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them just manipulators, liars, or just, you know what I'm saying, busybodies, don't have time for anything, don't make plans, anything. Or a time it does happen, either they just cancel it altogether, you know, so. And it's even worse if you, as a man in America, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you gotta get your needs met. But we all know with all this social nonsense going on, with this Me Too movement going on, and other garbage like that, men had to look to alternatives, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like both genders are just going down the dumps, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. I even talking to my lady about this too. It's like, you know, I was kind of reminding me of a scenario about this with Happy Abroad too. You know, was talking about how many, you know, are there any deep connections in America, like, you know, friendships, you know, bonding, relationships and so forth? No. You know, and that's the thing too, is like, and especially everything you have to, you know, public, you know, let's be real, public transportation, cars and all that. In America, everything relies on too much on damn cars for too much more information. You know, I'm tired, so my mind's everywhere. And you need a car to get around. How you supposed to go out and meet people? You know what I'm saying? And don't even bother wasting your time talking. You just catch a bus and stuff. That don't work. And you don't want to be around the wrong quality. You don't want to be around the wrong kind of people. Give you the, you know, lessen your lifespan. You know. So that's where it is around here. I'm not living in an unfortunately good environment either. You know, socially either. You know. Anyway, that's Martell for now, and I don't like NPCs, and you?